All right, I spoke to the new Ag Secretary, Brooke Rollins, earlier today, her first interview since being confirmed. Take a listen, please. Okay, we welcome to the show the new Agriculture Secretary, U.S. Agriculture Secretary, first interview since she was confirmed, old friend of mine. Madam Secretary Brooke Rollins, welcome.
Larry Kudlow, what a joy to be here with you at our old home, frankly.
Yes, right. Here we are again. Terrific stuff. Congratulations on your confirmation and so forth. Brooke, I want to start off, people waking up in the morning having some bacon and eggs for breakfast. Eggs here at over $9 a dozen. They used to be under $3. If you have a nice breakfast in the morning, you could practically go bankrupt. Is there something you can do as the Agriculture Secretary?
Well, first of all, Larry, what a joy to be on with you, and what an amazing opportunity, right? That President Trump, I know you and I both have worked alongside him. We've worked for him for many years at this point. So for me to have this just huge blessing to be part of this team, Larry, to continue to work alongside you and others to save the country now in a different platform and a different perspective is just one of my greatest blessings. As far as it goes, the president was very, very clear in his top priorities: securing the border, no new wars. But one of his top ones was grocery prices. I mean, we heard him say this for the last year or so as he was campaigning. It clearly continues to be a very significant issue. I, as the mom of 4 growing teenagers, especially can understand this cost of groceries. So I have been less than 24 hours on the job, but we've already done several briefings on the avian flu, how that has affected the cost of eggs. But really, Larry, this goes back before that. And the Biden administration, with the regulations and all the rules and the cost of inputs and the decrease in exports for our ag community, has certainly had a massive impact as well.
Yeah, well, I think the Bidens missed the whole story, and they had no plans for the avian flu and the impact on eggs or whatever else. And now the question is, is there a way to stomp out the flu? Do you work with Health Secretary Kennedy? I don't know. How does that work?
Yeah, well, Bobby and I, amazingly enough, both got confirmed yesterday, one right after the other. He went first, I went second. And he and I have already begun to discuss. He's so focused on chronic disease and getting America healthy again. But this is part of that. To your point, Larry, he and I have not discussed this issue yet, but I've got a call with him later today. We'll be talking this weekend. Want to ensure that we're all on the same page moving forward. There are countries that don't have the same kind of cases of avian flu like we do in America. What are they doing? What are their best practices? How do we model that? And ultimately, how do we get our egg layers producing again and get these prices down?
Yesterday, of course, President Trump announced his new reciprocity trade policy. You and I are both quite familiar with his thinking on that. But, I'll go back to the Phase 1 China trade deal that we negotiated back in 2018, 2019, signed it in early 2020 before the pandemic set in. And China never made good on their promise in that deal to purchase farm and farm-related commodities. American farmers got the short end of the stick. President Trump had to replenish them to make them whole. But, with respect to reciprocity and trade deals, American farmers never got the purchases from China, and I think some still has to be done about that.
You're right, Larry. And here's what I think is really important to understand, that the American farmer, our agriculture community, is in worse position today than they've been in perhaps 100 years. We've lost 150,000 family farms. The cost of inputs are up almost 30%. That we have to get our arms around this, get American products into the market, but hold those accountable, just like what China has done, that this is not okay. You and I both know where the president is on this. The American people certainly know where he is on this. They voted for him and his vision. But ultimately, we also know where President Trump is with our ag community, with our farmers and our ranchers, truly the backbone of America. We feed the country and the world. So I have all the confidence that every decision this president makes will ensure that our ag community is protected, elevated, and sees prosperity like never before.
All right, moving to a little bit different topic, but related. Elon Musk and the Doge team coming around. Is there going to be a Doge audit of USDA? How do you see that? Can we save some money? What's happening there, Brooke?
Larry, I just this morning gave my welcome speech, and we had almost 700 people in the atrium at the United States Department of Agriculture, and of course casted the vision of rural prosperity and bringing the American ag and farmer and rancher back to be able to make money, to pass down their family farms. But I also pivoted. I wanted to be very, very clear that this is a new day for USDA. This is the day where DEI is no longer a driver. This is the day where climate policies no longer hold the first seat at the table. This is the day where we welcome with open arms and with joy the Elon Musk team into our department. 106,000 employees, 29 divisions. I mean, this is a massive, massive federal agency, and we desperately need to make sure we are aligned, we are efficient, we're stronger than ever before, and we're serving the customers. The customers are not serving us. And I think that's perhaps a bit of a change, and it'll be maybe a little bit painful at the beginning, but I have no doubt that at the end of this USDA and all of our federal agencies will be in so much better position than we've ever been before, at least in modern history.
So I just want to know, Brooke Rollins, on a personal level, has the USDA ever had a female Texas A&M Aggie at the helm? I just want to know all about that.
Inquiring minds want to know, Larry Kudlow. I am apparently the first Texan and the first Aggie to ever be in this spot. But listen, it's about America. It is about all of these states. We're going to fight like mad to make sure that every day America is put on its best footing. And I'm so excited to implement the president's vision.
Well, good luck, Madam Secretary. God bless. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate it. See you soon.
Thank you, Larry. You're the best.
You bet. Thank you.